tuning in to the last drafts of full season formats here. We're grabbing into a puppy, get a couple more entries into this here. Go ahead and get everything active. Here we go. Filling this up. Looks like it just filled. See what our format. We got pick 10, so we're looking at, potentially getting, one of this wide receiver block and then Derrick Henry. Somewhere's around there. That's kind of what we're looking like. Definitely not a bad pick, bad group to go with. Flex corner back again. Glacier Freeze Gatorade. That's the way to go. All right, draft starting in 15 seconds. Last night before the season starts. Tomorrow we are officially underway for the 25-26 NFL season. And we're off. Just based off this, I want to grab either Neighbors or Amon-Ra. I think it's kind of who we're going to look at. I've grabbed Puka quite a bit, so I don't want to, put all my eggs in one basket. And I think after the last draft today, if we do 2 or 3, we'll go back through and we'll look at, how everything looks for our teams, what we're kind of looking at as far as the season, everything we're kind of involved in. As you expect, you got Chase goes, then followed by Bijan, Gibbs, and CD. Just a couple of drafts I've seen, Barkley has consistently fell to that 5-6 range. I've even seen Jefferson go above him, which is interesting because everybody used to take Barkley as like that consensus number 2 pick. Jefferson, you got to imagine, followed up by CMC here. Then we get into this wide receiver block, which you can't really screw up, as long as you grab one of them. So there goes Neighbors and Collins. So I am going to grab Amon-Ra, which sets us up very nicely to potentially grab Jared Goff, definitely farther down. Now, 4 picks from here does put us up to that Henry, London, A-chain. But what would be a very unique grab is if we reach for Brock Bowers. I don't have him in a ton. I think I only have him in once. I don't think a lot of people would be able to get Amon-Ra and Bowers. Lamar Jackson goes at the 2-1. Definitely a reach there, but hey, he wanted him. That does, I may look at grabbing Bowers here, reaching a little bit for him. I mean, essentially it's 4 picks reach. We will go ahead and grab Bowers. Maybe not the best all-in-all value pick, but gives us a top-end tight end. I mean, that's the number 1 tight end. We'll definitely have a decent receiver. Now, 16 picks away, that does bring me Allen Hill, I believe. Next pick's 34. Oh, we're looking even farther. Okay. So we're looking around like Marvin Harrison. Mike Evans falls to us. I would love that. I do probably have to go receiver over getting Daniels, but that's just me. Gentry followed by London, A-Chain, Brown, and JT. Definitely seeing you got that wide receiver block, and then you got that running back block. And then now things start shuffling in and out of there. Wouldn't be surprised Allen goes, somewhere in these last couple picks in round 2. Could see this guy on the turn, getting him knowing he's not picking for 20 rounds, grabbing elite quarterback. Can definitely see that. Yeah, I could see Allen being one of his picks. Oh, no. He goes Chase Higgins. You do see that matchup, or that pairing a lot. Got to assume he's really hoping for Burrow as well. But if he doesn't grab Burrow at the 4 turn, I don't mind grabbing him at, 39, 58, somewhere around there. But we'll see. Higgins gets followed up with Njigba and McConkey. I always thought it was McConkley. No L. Who would have known? And Trey McBride goes there. There goes Josh Allen to the team with 2 running backs. No wide receivers yet. It's always kind of a scary thing. And then of the running backs he has, he's got the lower tier of the top. And then he's got JT, who's the lower tier of that, running back 1 squadron. Ran out of time for JXM, but I don't know if my system's lagging here or... All right, there we go. Now we're popped back in. Went Hampton there. Billy does grab Evans there, which is unfortunate. I would have liked to grab Evans. There goes Daniels. So I think we'll be able to get Marvin Harrison here unless he grabs him. If he grabs Harrison, we go running back. Okay, I am going to go... Do I go running back and then get... Yeah, I think we'll go running back. And then on the turn, we're looking at this block here, which either Wilson or McLaurin. Not big, if you guys saw the video earlier. Not big on Devontae. Cook goes, then Sutton. And then, yeah, that would have been our next tail at a good running back. Especially with those guys gone, it would have been a little while. So I am going to grab... Harrison's still there. Harrison is still there. Yeah, we'll grab Harrison. Why not? I do like that we went running back there because the next one's maybe Kamara would have fell to us, but we're probably looking at RJ Harvey. We'll see there. Still liking getting Jared Goff late as our stack quarterback. Wouldn't hate Joe Burrow on the way back through if he goes, but I gotta assume this team at 49 grabs Burrow. 48, 49, just because he has Chase, Higgins. You get those two, you kind of want to pair them with Burrow. But yeah, this team right here is interesting. Good players, no doubt, but definitely you're slacking in wide receivers now. Your wide receiver 1's Xavier Worthy, who is definitely going to take a back seat after week 6. You got to assume once Rashid Rice comes through. That's really a bold pick. I would add your first wide receiver you pick be a star wide receiver, like Metcalf in Pittsburgh. We know Aaron Rodgers likes to throw. You got to assume he's going to look to Metcalf. He got the ball to Wilson when he needed to get the ball to Wilson in New York. But Hurts is followed up by Pickens and Williams. And then we are going to the 4-5 turn here. Breece Hall and then Metcalf. He did not go Burrow. I don't hate picking Burrow up at 58 if he's still there. If I get Burrow a decent throwing quarterback, you're definitely going to get a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns. And then we can get Goff at, wherever Goff tends to go. For sure he's late. Yeah, 120. Yeah. Got Waddle, Ridley, Devontae. Buka. We go Burrow here. Does that set us up for Rashee Rice on the turn, or should we go James Conner and a running back? It's tough. I mean, we'll see who's there. I am gonna grab Burrow. Maybe should have left, maybe not, but I do like Burrow. I like his upside. Obviously, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, they're going top, I don't know, 10 wide receivers right now, top 20. Definitely top 20, but you're consistently seeing T. Higgins go on this 2-3 turn. So the way back through, I don't hate Zay Flowers here. And when we go again, we're looking at like Jordan Mason, Caleb Johnson. As far as running back, we're looking at Coleman or down as far as wide receiver. I like that wide receiver core more than the running backs there. So I'm going to grab Hubbard. Apparently I missed my pick. I feel like I had 5 seconds there, but we still got Hubbard. Connor fouls him up. This guy, 4 wide receivers and 1 quarterback. His running back room is looking slim. His running back room is non-existent, if we're being honest. Definitely got some decent wide receivers there. There's no doubt, but 5 receivers, no running backs yet. That's bold. That's bold. Flowers gets followed up by Rice. There goes Roma Dunze. So 14 picks. We're looking at this Jacoby Myers, Juwan Jennings, Khalil Shakir, that kind of era. I don't mind. I don't mind that, leaving that pick there, right? I think we're looking at 82. Yeah, these guys are ADP and around 82. Khalil, Juwan if he falls. Checo, Pollard, Olave, Addison. And then when we're into the 6-7 turn, we got Debo followed by Swift. Keon Coleman goes at 74. A little ahead of when he was projected, but he gets followed up by Diggs. Yeah, because he was ahead of Juwan here, in between Jones and Juwan, so a little bit of a reach. Josh Downs is technically a QB1. If we want to look at that. Is Myers just Las Vegas. I guess technically Bowers is probably the one in Vegas, even though he's not a wide receiver. Right? Am I missing somebody here? That would be the Vegas one. Jones goes, then Warren, followed by Juwan. I don't hate grabbing Myers here. Don't hate Myers. We'll go with Myers. We're probably going to go double receiver here anyways. If Downs falls to us, we'll go receiver. If he doesn't, we're grabbing, honestly, Charbonnet, more than likely. So Downs or Charbonnet is what we're looking at here. Warren followed by Nix. And then Kelsey. Murray goes there. Okay. That takes away our Marvin Harrison potential stack, but that's all right. Downs does fall to us here, so I am going to grab him. Did I miss? Oh, I grabbed Myers. I was like, did I miss Myers going? No, I grabbed him. Now, technically, Goff is 120. Do I think he falls to 130? Oh, I don't love that. I mean, what's my other potential stack? If I don't get Goff, I do have 2 Raiders. It's ugly, but I guess I could go Geno Smith. It's ugly, but I could go Geno Smith, knowing I have Burrow. Because Kyler's gone. Indy is Jones, and I'm not doing that. Because Anthony Richards is viable. Anthony Richards is definitely a viable quarterback. So it's not out of question. Indy goes, park your ass on the bench, Jones. But here we got Shakir, Mayfield, Mason, Pittman, Johnson, Tracy, Hawkinson, followed by Dak, Ingram, and Charbonnet. May going 99. Followed by the other Higgins at 100. JPK is sticking with one quarterback, has 0 running backs, and 7 wide receivers. That is interesting. Rashid Shaheed. That is interesting. JPK. Andrews goes at 102. Cup at 103. This guy continues. He's at 8 receivers, 1 quarterback. That is wild. Never seen a draft like that. We are up here after Loveland goes. I actually like Dobbins. I like Dobbins here, so we'll grab him. I don't want to reach that far for Goff, if we're being honest. Can I? Yeah. Don't love it. 2 picks away. I'm not hating Godwin here. Christian Kirk probably gives us earlier upside. With Godwin out with the injury for the first part of the season, but I mean, you're really trying to push for those end weeks. You need to maximize points in the end weeks, and that's when Godwin's a better receiver than Christian Kirk in my eyes. Reed goes there. We'll double up with Godwin as far as receivers. And hopefully Goff falls back to us at 130. That's kind of all we can hope for there. Kirk followed by Fields here. Keenan Allen for the Chargers. I feel like he's better than that. I mean, you got Godwin, Reed, and Mims all here too. Kirk, yeah, I guess that's kind of right. Caleb Williams goes at 115. ETN at 16. So far this team has 2 quarterbacks, 0 running backs, 8 wide receivers, and 0 tight ends. Tight ends, not too worried about. Running backs, you got a problem, bud. You've got a problem. Herbert goes, Burden goes, Bigsby Tutton goes, followed by Scatabo. We're probably looking at Goff and a running back if they make it back to us. If he makes it back to us. Where is he? Yeah, he is coming up on the projected. This guy's already got a quarterback in Orlando. All of them have quarterbacks, so hopefully they're looking for stacks. And I don't know if there's any. There goes Eckler. I don't think any of them have a Detroit player. I think that was this guy up here. Benson goes. This guy needs a receiver. This guy needs a receiver. He grabs McCarthy, which he's getting a quarterback, and he hopped Goff, which is good for us, but still interesting. Right. Oh, Laporta was here. I'm surprised this guy didn't grab Goff with Laporta there. Let's see. Brandon Allen. Followed by Stevenson. Jammer grabs Ayuk. We did get Goff to fall to us there. That's perfect. Very nice pairing there with Goff. And then we do have Burrow for those other weeks. You know, whenever maybe Goff doesn't pop off quite as much. Week 8 is going to be rough, though. Goff gone. Kyron Williams gone. Our 1, 2, and 3 receivers on a bye. Our tight end 1 on a bye. Oh, damn. Week 8 is going to be rough. Do I grab Ollie Gordon here? Or do I grab another tight end and call it a day on tight ends? I probably grab Gordon here because we need to keep that running backs. And all my tight end powers, Brock Bowers. I mean, Dallas Goedert, Ferguson, they're not going to really move the needle. Knowing this is gone, knowing 3 players are gone in 1 week, I mean, I need another 2 receivers. I need to go to 7 receivers, so I gotta push that. Actually, good thing I noticed that, because that would have been bad. I need 2 receivers not having a bye in week 8. That's what we're gonna focus on this next turn. That would be Cedric Tillman, not Dante Thornton, not Isaac Tesla, Kyle Williams, I guess, Demario Douglas. I mean, if these guys fall, what's our pick there? 154, so we're looking a little beyond these guys. Yeah, we're looking Kyle Williams, or we're reaching down here. Actually, I like Thielen. It's just, he's a good solid player. Seems kind of selfless on the field, which is definitely what you want. That one team finally grabbed a running back. Ramondre Stevenson is your RB1. I mean, whatever floats your boat, dude. Whatever floats your boat, dude. Very interesting draft here. A lot of people with like 4 running backs, 4 wide receivers still. A lot of people with high count wide receivers. Like MJack hasn't picked up a quarterback yet. Tesla and Thornton go on the turn there, which is below what I was thinking. So Tillman's still there. Brandon Strange. This team goes wide receiver with Doubs. Ray Davis goes at 149. This guy's probably going wide receiver, so he may take Tillman. He takes Douglas. Okay, so Tillman's still active. Penix goes there. This guy can't take a wide receiver. God, that would be crazy. So Tillman's still here. This guy might go. Okay, he did. So we'll take Tillman here. Because we, like I said, need to fill in the gap of week 8. We wouldn't even... Good thing I noticed that. We wouldn't... As of right now, we have just enough players to fill in week 8. On the way back, I'm not as concerned now that I have 3. We'll go for a good value here. You know, if Mixon falls to us, I don't hate that. Don't hate Algier. It really sucks Chubb got injured that year. What did he get? 23. Coming off this year. And then second game, first game. I mean, I can't remember. Gets injured there. And then it's hard. Running back's hard to bounce back. I think I'll go Mixon. Continuously getting 1,000-yard seasons. Pretty sure they came out and named him RB1, so... It is crazy, though. I mean, I got all 4 teams that have a bye week 8. Detroit, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and Arizona. All 4 teams of the week that we have the week 8 bye. After my Mixon, Ward goes, followed by Henry, Najee Harris, Chubb, and Harris. Yeah, this guy's interesting. Stevenson's your RB1. Brian Robinson, who you don't even know if he's getting on the field, is your RB2. That's tough. Oh, this MJack guy, he got Bijan. And then Zach Charbonnet your 2. That's definitely a big gap, but hopefully Bijan makes up the difference, I guess. Any other interesting teams here? When you go Lamb Brown, you kind of afford yourself to be a little scarce later on. And Smith. And he got Hurts. That's a pretty good triple there. Glad we got the Burrow from this guy. Be a solid team. Yeah, Shipley, Young, Tua. Going around the turn. Followed by Gino. This guy is interesting. Sutton's your RB1. Judy's your RB2. Mims is 3. And Legette's your flex. This is a donation team. What the heck? Henry and Lamar, which I guess is good, but then you're Sutton. You don't even stick wide receiver here. You go Walker after already getting Henry and reaching on Lamar. You're way behind in receivers and you don't get him. You go Walker. You follow it up with Judy. When like Flowers, Rice, and O'Dunes are on the board. I don't know if Judy's who I'm going to, but the thing about Rice is that he's a wide receiver 1. I mean, Rice is a wide receiver 1. When he comes back, he will be. Do we look at tight end? Yeah. Maybe on the way back we grab Otten. Here I don't hate Coker. Don't hate Spears. We'll grab Coker. And then on the way back, I don't hate it. I'm going to probably grab Otten. Franklin, then Johnson into the turn at 180. Matt Stafford goes right behind him. 4 quarterbacks. Interesting. So Giddens goes here. I think we do grab Otten. We go Dowdle, Keaton, Mitchell. I think we go on. We call it good with our tight ends. And then on the way back through, we'll see kind of what the value is. I wouldn't hate another quarterback on 207. Last pick, seeing who's there. Maybe we get Daniel Jones because we do have Bowers. I don't hate that. Just as a third, hopefully he doesn't suck option, something like that. Or not Daniel Jones, it's Geno, and he's already gone. Forgot about that. Okay. Forget I said that. Yeah, none of these options really pair with anybody we have, so we're not getting a quarterback. Well, picks away at the 202. Probably looking at Kareem Hunt. Maybe Taj Brooks down there. Dowdle, Taylor, Jonnu Smith into Cooper in the turn, followed by Sanders. D-Hop going at 195. I feel like D-Hop's really fell. I want to check his stats going into another one, because that just seems very low. Noel into Lockett. Josecki, 198. This guy probably goes wide receiver here. 5 running backs, 6 wide receivers. Gets Ray McLeod. Brian Smith on that one. Washington. Yeah, I think Brooks is probably the play. See how Brooks goes. And then, honestly, I don't hate a Alec Pierce. Maybe an Iosaves, kind of pair with Burrow, just in case, he does something one week. What do I have in Detroit? Anybody left for wide receivers in Detroit? Alec Pierce had a decent year last year. It's just because they have down the Pittman now, so. Yeah, no, you're going a ways to get somebody in Detroit. We'll grab Pierce. That'll round out our. What am I trying to say here? Words. Draft. God. Words are hard, people. Words are hard. All right, just an overview of what we got on this one. We got Burrow and Goff on the quarterbacks, followed by Kyron Williams, Chuba Hubbard, J.K. Dobbins, Ollie Gordon, Joe Mixon, and Taj Brooks. Then on the wide receivers, we have the core 3 who are going to take a break in Week 8. Amon-Ra, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jacoby Myers, followed by Downs, Godwin, Tillman, Coker, and Alec Pierce. And then we have Bowers leading the way at tight end with Otten on the back. So yeah, Week 8 is going to be tough. We got to, relying on Joe Burrow there, which, not a big deal. Relying on Joe Burrow there, not a big deal. Kyron Williams will be out. Chuba Hubbard, J.K. Dobbins, those two will probably be our 2. Mixon may pop off that week. That would be great. But wide receivers that week, you need 3, and that's going to be Downs, Godwin, Tillman. Assuming these just in that order. And then Otten is stepping up at tight end. So that rounded it out. We got Brown, Azavis, Kareem Hunt, Pierce, Fannin, Rodgers, and Monangai. All right, so you know what they say. After you finish one, you might as well jump right back into another. Let's pop right in there. It's filled. Got a couple more people to fill. One more, and then let's start. Give us an early pick. Like, I have been just stuffed in the back all day. 8. You want to talk about probably the worst pick in the draft. You want to talk about the worst pick in the draft? That's tough. 30 seconds till we start. We're hoping one of the top 7 players falls to us for some random reason. Somebody goes down and gets a receiver. But yeah, I mean, more than likely we're grabbing Nico Collins. I don't have a ton of neighbors. Maybe I grab neighbors. And then on the way back through, you're probably looking at A-Chain. Maybe another Bowers run. Maybe we go back-to-back Bowers drafts. If he falls to us there. It'll kind of depend. If CMC falls to us, we got to grab a receiver in round 2. We can't go that far without a receiver, so we skip on Bowers. But if I get a receiver and I get Bowers, not out of question. Chase Lamb goes up at 2, followed by Bijan Gibbs. Gotta assume Saquon here, and Justin Jefferson, CMC. You know, we're hoping they reach somewhere else, but he does grab neighbors at the 5, so that means CMC or Jefferson falls to us here, which is great. He grabbed Jefferson, so we do get CMC, which means we need a receiver on the way back through. We're looking at Thomas if he falls to us, or London. Pick 17. I don't know if I can go to Brown. Yeah, I mean, he's a top wide receiver. Just if I go Brown, should I just go one more pick to Bowers? That's the real question. Gentry goes, followed by London. There goes Chase Brown. And Jonathan Taylor. What a reach, dude. Interesting. I mean, Jonathan Taylor is below Bowers here. All right, so that gives us Puka or Brian, which I am definitely A-okay with. What is going on? These are round 1 receivers. You see Puka going 11-12. You're not going to get any teams that have Christian McCaffrey and Puka Nacua. I mean, there's going to be some. I say any exaggerately, but that is 2 people that are not going to be paired up with a lot. 11 picks puts us at pick 32. Obviously, if Lamar falls to us, I don't expect him to, but if he does, I think Evans is probably my pick here. I haven't grabbed a lot of Jackson Smith, so you know, maybe we do that, but we'll see what's available. Conkey, McBride, Higgins, Allen go. I think this guy, oh, he grabs Lamar. That's 3 picks without a receiver for Scotty. Let's see what Michael does here. Assume he goes receiver as well, seeing as how he doesn't have one yet. He goes Hill. Blackwell can kind of do what he wants here. He's a little spread out. He grabs Jackson Smith. You got to assume receiver here, so Evans or Harrison. We'll grab whichever one he doesn't. And then 2 receivers here. You got to assume he grabs a running back. He grabs McMillan. I don't know what's going on. We grabbed Harrison last draft. We'll get our 1,000-yard guy, Mike Evans here. 8 picks from now. I don't hate Hurts. Probably going to be in this wide receiver block, but I don't hate Hurts. After Evans, we got Henderson. Followed by Daniels. Kyron Williams into Kittle. Okay. Where's Laporta? He's got to be coming up soon, right? Oh, wow. I didn't realize there was that much of a gap between those guys. Interesting. Is that a jump for Devontae, or is that normal? Do we typically see him early 4? Ridley, Pickens. I think I have to go. I think I'm gonna go McLaurin here. Yeah, I'm going McLaurin. Hurts would have been okay, I guess, but. And on the way back through, we gotta go wide receiver, and then we're looking probably quarterback. 13 picks, maybe Hubbard, Kamara. We're looking 56. Yeah, Hubbard, Kamara. I can't get either one of them. I'm reaching for Burrow. That's just no question. I got a good group of receivers, so. Followed by us taking McLaurin. We got Cook off the board, Worthy, Hurts, and Wilson. This guy hasn't drafted a receiver yet. You got to assume he goes that direction. He grabs Sutton. Williams goes. Buka. Followed by DK Metcalf. Another guy going all wide receivers early. Another guy all wide receivers. 8 receivers between the 2 people in the first 4 rounds. It's interesting. Interesting tactic. Smith goes there. Walker goes there. And their off wide receivers are not running backs. They're quarterbacks and tight ends. Just interesting. Because you got to field 2 running backs. So you want 2 solid running backs. Because they're always going to be in the lineup. I got my 3 wide receivers that are always going to be in the lineup. And then we'll see what our running back shapes up to be. Walker, Hubbard by Breece Hall. Yeah, I'll grab Kamara here. Hopefully he can push over that 1,000-yard mark this year, but we'll see. Oh, James Conner got 1,000 yards last year. I guess I didn't realize that. At pick 65, we're looking down here. I don't mind Odunze. I don't mind Pollard. 1,000-yard seasons. Not doing Debo. So Odones or Pollard. We'll see what shapes up to be. We got Pearsall, Connor, and Golden going there. Onto the 5-6 turn. We got Waddle. Probably another receiver here if I had to guess. I want to roll my dog. Waddle, Flowers, Rice on the turn. This Chase Higgins has just been solid the whole way. And I'm surprised he didn't go Burrow here over Metcalf. Like, that's just shocking to me. Pacheco, I will grab Burrow here again. I will grab Burrow. And then 14 picks. We were at 80, I think. 81, 68. I don't even know. 65. That puts us at 80. So that puts us down here with Shakir, Jawan Jennings, Caleb Johnson, somewhere in that block. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Burrow, followed by Olave into Harvey. O'Dunes. DeAndre Swift going at 69. Judy at 70. Into the turn, we got Debo, Addison, Diggs, and Jennings. Again, interesting. You got this guy who's got 4 running backs, 2 wide receivers. If anything, you're stacking receivers, but this guy's doing running backs. And then these guys, 6 wide receivers, 6 wide receivers. Like, what? Very weird. Very interesting. Like, I don't know if they're doing it to, like, help out their own picks because they have other, slots. Do I go? I like Caleb Johnson. Actually, I like Jordan Mason. I like Jordan Mason here. And then the way back, we're probably looking at Michael Pittman here. Josh Downs, obviously, if he's available. Yeah, this just, it doesn't make sense. It's the only thing I can think of, because you get 150 entries into this. If you wanted to, if you want to pay the $5 for each entry. What's that? $750? Or no, that's just times 2. Yeah, 750. So maybe some of they're just like stealing wide receivers from the rest of us to try to help the odds of their other main people. I don't know. That's all I can think about. Downs does fall to us here, so I will grab him. Potentially look at a tight end on the way back. It's just tight end. It's like you either get Bowers, you either get Trey McBride, you either get Kittle, or you just kind of cross that position off your checklist and stick with your 5 points a game from your whatever tight end catches a ball. Hawkinson goes, Krosky, Charbonnet, Pittman. Who was our Daniels is gone. Baker gone yet? Okay. Good look at. Oh, there goes Baker. Alrighty. Daniels gone. Baker's gone. Could go Stafford late. That's probably the best play. Where does Stafford typically go? I know he goes late. God, that is so bad. Is he hurt? We'll start week 1. I wonder if people don't know that yet. News just came out 3 hours ago. But like 4,000, granted he had a injury there, but then barely almost 4,000, 3,700. I mean he was injured a little bit last year. He probably pushes 4,000. Plays 1 or 2 more games. So I like Stafford there. Let's see, 175 his ADP. Here we probably extend our receiving core. Going to Jaden Reed. There. And then, so we're looking at Stafford. Actually, I get a pick at 176. That's probably, take him at 160 if I want to guarantee him. 176 if I don't care. Probably don't care. And with the news that he will be fine and playing, maybe we grab him at 166 because he's probably on the rise. And that ADP's old from months of drafting him late. Purdy, Prescott, Ingram, Loveland, Williams goes here, followed by Mims. Do I have Evans? Do I go Evans Godwin without having Baker though? That's kind of tough. I would have liked to have Baker if I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Nah, I don't think I go Godwin. Give 1,000. Starting injury. And we went Godwin because I couldn't make up my mind. Whatever. Couldn't make up my mind, which means none of them were a bad decision. It's kind of how I look at it. Probably go running back here on the turn. The only downside with Godwin is that obviously he's starting hurt. So hopefully when he comes back, he's fine. Him and Evans will obviously get the share. Yeah, 7 wide receivers, 6 wide receivers. This guy's still got 5 running backs. This guy's 3 wide receivers are London, Waddle, Flowers, which honestly, because he got the ones in between, it's not terrible with what he was dealt with, but definitely not the best core. Hill, Wilson, Pittman is interesting. This guy's running backs are Dobbins and Sampson. This guy still doesn't have a running back. Like, that's what I mean. Like, some of these are just, it doesn't make sense. Who's the guy that was drafting? I think it was him, right? Yeah. Just very, very interesting drafts here. Njoku, McCarthy, Lawrence. Going running back here. Honestly, I would like Eckler. Braylon Allen's not the worst thing. Bigsby's not the worst thing. I mean, I'll take any of these guys. And we'll go Bigsby. I've grabbed Eckler a little bit. See how Bigsby does. Bigsby gets followed up by Eckler, Kincaid, Love. Let me see. Herbert into the turn. Oh, by Palmer. Okay. Accidentally kicked the desk. We did not have an earthquake. Judkins, Hollywood Brown. So I said 161 is Stafford. We'll grab our tight end here. We'll grab Ferguson. And then Ray Davis or Chubb on the other pick, I think. Or I think we're 151. I think Ray Davis or Chubb on that pick there. And then I gotta assume, I mean, I don't know, it's that kind of balance of like, if Stafford would fall back to us, you feel like an idiot not taking him at 161, not 176. But then again, it's like, you really want Stafford to link up with Nakua. You probably go out and get Stafford now that you know he's going to be active. But Stroud, Blue, Goddard. I probably will grab him at 161. Talking about Stafford still. because that news came out so recently, like I said, his ADP is probably weighted down by people picking him way late for the past couple of months. Goddard, Pitts, Chubb heading into the turn. We got Benson, Stevenson, and Gordon. So your running back 1 and 2 are Stevenson and Gordon. What are you doing? Thanks for the donation, I guess. I mean, come on. What is that? Let's get Penix. Mixon, Young. I like a Ray Davis here. Brian. We'll go Brian Robinson. I figured he would have picked Brian Robinson, but we'll go Brian Robinson. Now, who's the Rams 2? It's the rookie, right? There's a rookie here. Oh, it's Devontae, actually. That makes sense. This guy might grab Evans. With Devontae. Nope, he gets Davis. Alrighty. Everybody else has 2 quarterbacks through here, so hopefully we're good. This guy went Williams, Herbert. Then went Palmer. And now he's going Tua. 3 quarterbacks in 4 turns. That's bold strat when you're on the end. Najee Harris, Tillman. Who's he pairing Tua with? Oh, Waddle. Okay. Because he's got unstacked other people. Yeah. The other guys are unstacked. Oh, I just got Najee Harris for Herbert. Not a great stack, but I guess it's something. Oh, I did get Loveland and Williams. That makes sense. So Tillman into Ward. Iomore. Probably grabbing Stafford here just so we can kind of guarantee we get that stack. There's our 2 quarterbacks. Probably going another wide receiver. And then maybe tight end in this 185, 200 slot. And then a running back. Probably how we're looking. Make sure nobody has weird bye days. Yeah. Oh, we're good. Yeah, I think that was weird last. My top 3 receivers all had week 8 buys. Very unique. Stafford into Henry, Smith, Tesla. Into followed by Williams. Darnold goes at 166. Alger 67. Ertz into White. Okay. And he goes Rodriguez. Okonkwo. Okonkwo. So we want 1 more receiver, 1 more running back, 1 more tight end, and then whatever we get at 209, honestly. Ondale Robinson goes there. Followed by Harris. I would have liked to have grabbed Thielen. That's okay. Will Shipley. Oh, I guess he did. Ahead of Dylan in preseason opener. Hits Pater in final. We'll go ahead and grab Marks. We'll go ahead and grab Marks. 8 picks away. That gives us a Franklin. Oh, I don't mind Darius Slayton down here. Don't mind Amari Cooper. How do you go from 1,500 and he drops this far? Is it because he signed with the Raiders? Okay. Well, I like Amari Cooper. We'll go Amari. I was just reading the little excerpt on him. Hopefully Theo Johnson falls, or else we're reaching for Waller, which I wouldn't love to do. Oh, I will scroll down a little ways. Hopefully we get Jaceki. Should be okay. Oh, Kate Otten has a groin. Wow. His groin issue needs to be monitored. Yeah, watch out for those groin issues. Amari Cooper, Pat Bryant, Troy Franklin. Giddens at the 188. Slayton 89, Rogers 190. Dowdle goes, followed by Smith. Brooks into the turn, followed by Washington. John U. Smith. Otten goes. That's unfortunate. This is the only guy that may grab Jaceki. My non-guy goes at 197. With this guy having Hawkinson, I can't see him grabbing 3. Okay, he does grab Jaceki. Oh, unfortunate. I think we do grab our second tight end here. Don't love it, but I think we do grab that. Then we're looking at this little block of receivers. Probably Iosivi, whatever his name is. Don't mind Naomi Brown. I think I have a Jag. I do not. I don't need Pierce since I have Downs as well. D-Hop to Baltimore is not out of question. I guess I go D-Hop. And that is going to round out our draft here. Just going over everything. We got Burrow and Stafford. We got CMC, Kamara, Mason, Bigsby, Brian Robinson, and Woody Marks at our running backs. On the wide receiver side, we got Puka, Mike Evans, McLaurin, Downs, Jaden Reed, Chris Godwin, Mari Cooper, and D-Hop. And then we got Ferguson and Harold Fannin to round out our tight ends. After us, Iosava went, Naomi Brown, Blake Corum, I think his name. Blake Corum. Wilson goes. Followed by Taysom Hill, Whittington, and Kendrick Miller rounds out the draft. All right, I think that's where we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Appreciate you guys stopping in and watching with us, and hopefully we're doing pretty good when you guys come back around to check in.